Welcome back to Biafra News Support. Biafra people of goodwill at that Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafra and lovers of freedom, people of goodwill, I bring you update. Biafran Prime Minister Mazi Simon updated Biafrans on his official Twitter handle, and he said that the Nigeria terrorist army based in Ope Nsukka has been decimated and leveled. And here he also said that the attention of Biafra government has been called on the plan by the legitimate government of old Enugu state to acquire land for terrorist headsmen and import them to our land. Biafran Prime Minister posted this, and I'm bringing it to you. Before I continue, I'd like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. So, Biafrans, we must continue with this very update. First here, Biafran Prime Minister said the Nigeria terrorist army base in Ope Nsukka has been decimated and leveled. That is the base they stay and plan attack on Biafrans. You can go and verify. Our demand is that you must release all illegally detained Biafrans, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and withdraw all the terrorist forces from Biafra land. Coming from Biafran Prime Minister Mazi Simon, was simple and short. They think they have sense. We have not even started. Let them just continue after our declaration of independence. Sorry for them. Fortunately, this is the only language they understand. And we shall continue speaking in such language until we get to our destination. Base to base, barrack to barrack, government house to government house, step by step. Men are getting there. More powers to our men, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra resistant fighters. The land is our land, the government is our government. We no grief for anybody. Of Biafra government, of Biafrans. We have risen up to defend our land and protect our people. Enough is enough. Enough of the marginalization. Enough of the humiliation and killings in our own land. It can't continue anymore. It can't. So Biafra Prime Minister, Biafrans are happy with what you're doing. So they're telling you to continue. Because if not for you, they would have succeeded with their evil plan in Biafra land. They would have succeeded with their evil plan of subduing Biafrans and taking over Biafra land. So we are here to make them understand that this generation of Biafra go to any length to restore Biafra. So we must continue. Here, Biafra Prime Minister said the attention of the Biafra government has been called on the plan by the illegitimate government of old Enugu state to acquire land for terrorist headsmen and import them to our land. These fools are just doing anyhow because just imagine that. Look at the ones the Fulani Kabas imported. The way they are killing, sacking people and sending them to IDP camp in their villages, in their communities, in the middle belt, in the north. The same people are the ones these fools are planning to acquire land for and import to Biafra land. What is really wrong with these people that call themselves, the fools that call themselves Southeastern politicians? What is really wrong with them? Who are they trying to impress? You want to import people that will terrorize your own people, kill them, and take over their villages and their communities, import their own families. Because that is what they're doing in the north. Go there, the video is on a right television. They will kill, they will invade a community or a village, kill people there, sack them there, and import their own families. These are the same people their fools are trying to, Biafrans can never allow that to happen in Biafra land. So we must continue. The Biafra government is warning that there will be nothing like a cattle ranches for Fulani terrorists in Enugu or any other part of Biafra land. Any illegitimate Nigerian representatives and governor that plant such within Biafra territory will be the first to collect Woto. We therefore call on the illegitimate Pitamba to publicly announce that there is no such plan as to those detention in old Enugu state to avoid violence and anarchy that may erupt. Any moment from today, 10th of February 2024, In the coming days, if Bømb did not withdraw this threat, Enugu will not remain the same. We all saw people protesting against this very evil plan of Bømb. People protested against it. Such thing cannot happen in Biafra land. They can't, or we will not allow those fools to import killers into Biafra land. Foot soldiers, land grabbers to Biafra land. Going to resist it? Let them go to the north. Biafra land belongs to Biafrans. And no inch of Biafra land will be given to the Fulani terrorist headsmen. They were raping our old mothers before now in Biafra land when they were occupying our forests and our bushes, our farmlands without our permission. Our people will go to farm, they will be butchered, our old mothers will be raped. Pregnant women will be raped and killed in our own land until they were flushed out. So if these fools that have sold themselves, doing everything to please their Fulani masters, think they can succeed in importing this same Fulani bandit, killing and sacking people from their communities in the north, the middle belt. They think they will succeed importing them to Biafra land. Then they have another thing coming. These fools supposed to have known by now that such plans will be rejected by Biafrans. They should take their cattle ranches to Castina and its environment. We don't need them around our neighborhood. That is what we are telling them. Such can never happen. It will not be allowed to happen in Biafra land. It will not. Our mothers protested against this. The memory of what Fulani did in Nimbo, Uzowani, local government area is still in us, in which the armed Fulani murdered over 40 people of Nimbo. Today they want to bring them back. We don't grieve for anybody. Illegitimate Bømb should know by now the power belongs to the Enugu citizens. We do not want Ruga settlement. Fulani herdsmen should move their cattle to Savisa forest. There is plenty of land for their cattle ranching. This is why those fools had impetus to sell our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without thinking of the consequences. Their children, their wives, including any that is beneficiary of their evil blood money, should also be beneficiary of the punishment that will be for them. Because enough is enough. It's time for us to teach these fools a lesson. They can't keep sabotaging our freedom. They can't keep bringing the enemies we are doing everything to flush out of Biafra land. To Biafra land, no. I know that the legitimate governor of Enugu will want to dare our legitimate Biafra government. I suggest that we should use him to set an example. Let the legitimate government house of Enugu feel the heat in more Woto way. Let it rain like never before, because it's enough. They will come out, beg our people to vote for them. They will do this, they will do that. Once they get to office, the only thing they will pay our people back with is them bringing killers and the terrorists into our own land to terrorize the same people they beg to vote for them. Can you just imagine that? You'll be asking, what exactly did we do to these fools? Absolutely nothing, just to please the Fulanis and their British colonial masters. That is all these fools are after. They don't care about their people. They don't care about their people cries and then pleads. They only care about their own selfish gain. Bømb wants to acquire lands for Fulani herdsmen and import them into Biafra land. The same herdsmen terrorizing, killing and then sending families to IDP camp, taking over these communities and relocating their own families. These the same people these fools want to bring to Biafra land. And you'll be asking yourself, how did we find ourselves with these fools? How exactly? So Bømb promised to acquire land for Fulani herdsmen for ranches. That is probably the deal why his certificate forgery was swept underground. So he wanted to fulfill his part of the bargain. But he failed to understand that he can only do that in the zoo, not in Biafra land. Not in Biafra land. Whatever agreement he had with the Fulanis that made them sweep his certificate forgery under the carpet, it's their business. Those things can only work in the zoo, not in Biafra land. We have one legitimate government, and that is Biafra government. That their lawlessness only exists in the zoo, not in Biafra land. We'll make them understand that the real owners of the land are in charge. So, Biafrans, this government is our government, and we no grief for anybody. Biafra land belongs to us. Those fools, those intellectuals, those Southeast traitors that call themselves politicians, their evil plan with their Fulani masters can never work in Biafra land. No inch of Biafra land will be given to the Fulanis. And I'm very sure they're aware of that. They just want to try their luck. So, Biafrans, let me read through comment for you. First here, somebody said Mba is trying to push us into doing something that the appropriate time has not come. All the one Nigeria enablers in Biafra lands are lucky that we have decided to follow the already made template leading us to our total freedom by the ending of this year. Else we would have shown them Woto pro mass. Okay. Another person said, they talk and do has spoken. Let the one Wambasi in Odenugu do anyhow. You first collect Woto pro mass. Another person said, these enablers need to be taken care of because they are doing too much. Okay. Another person said, there is information that they are planning to allocate Biafra land in Eha Amufu Isi Uzo local government of Enugu State for Nigeria Army Barrack. We have to focus more in Enugu before it turns into another Imo state. Okay, another person said, that is his agreement with the Fulani to get into power, but Bridgie, under the leadership of Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, will show him that he doesn't have say over Biafrans anymore. Okay. Another person said, Peter Mba, you know, as opposed to them of Odimo State, how far before you come out to comment? Another person said, I don't know why this illegitimate governor of Odenugu State is still trying to provoke Biafrans after killing our people. Another person said, Mba, you better don't put yourself in a mess. Don't give a promise that will never come to pass. We might tolerate anything from you, but we'll never tolerate you putting our people's lives at risk. Do whatever you want, but don't put our lives at risk. It will not end well. Okay, so that is it, Biafrans. I will stop there. Bring you this very update from Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa's official Twitter handle. Peter Mba cannot import a Fulani headsman, terrorist headsman with AK-47 into Biafra land. I don't know who told them or who is giving them that guts, but it's obvious that because none of them has been using as an example, that is why they are misbehaving. Example. And I'm sure that Peter Mba will gawonya any example. Because he has been doing too much. Since he assumed the office, it has been how to stop sit at home, how to attack Biafrans, how to import more soldiers or deploy more soldiers to Enugu State to terrorize Biafrans, to kill Biafrans. IAG is an example. Now he wants to acquire land for Fulani, herdsmen, ranches, and import them into Biafra land. He wants to put our people's life at risk. People raping our old mothers before now. Butchering our people in the farm, raping pregnant women to death. These fools are really doing too much. They are really, really doing too much. And enough is enough. He made a promise, that is why they swept his certificate forgery under the carpet. But that promise can never work in Biafra, not in our land. Let them go to their zoo and do as they please, not in our own land. We own the land, and it's up to us to decide what happens. Not those the flavors that care only about their families, their pockets, and how to place their Fulani masters. They don't own Biafra land and they don't represent us. So Biafran Prime Minister said that the attention of Biafra government has been called on the plan by the illegitimate government of Old Enugu State to acquire land for terrorist headsmen and import them into Biafra land. That evil plan is head on arrival. And here again, Biafra Prime Minister said that the Nigeria terrorist army base in Opinsoka has been decimated and leveled. That you can also go and verify it. So that is it, dear friends. I'll stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. Thank you all.